Welcome back. My name is Chris, and today we're hanging out in the garage. Well, we got a bunch of snow, and I needed to use the snowblower, but I ran into a little problem. I'm coming out to disconnect the lawnmower and put the snowblower on the tractor, and I keep smelling a gasoline smell. So I finally tracked it down and found gasoline leaking underneath the tractor, and you can't see it here. Yeah, it's all dried up, but you can see it was making a mess there. And what I found is it looks like I've got a fuel leak at the fuel tank, and it leaked out all of the gas. That was about a 3/4 tank, and it leaked out the whole thing. So I need to get the mower deck off anyways. I need to crawl into there and see what kind of fuel line I'm looking at, and I need to probably jack this thing up and inspect the fuel tank and make sure it's not a cracked tank and it's just that fuel line. And I think I'll just go ahead and replace the fuel line from the tank up to the engine. Well, I guess I should have addressed that earlier. It leaked a bunch of fuel, and I threw down a piece of cardboard, and that ruined my shop floor finish. So if anyone knows how to fix that, let me know. Ruby's not happy about it either. Okay, well, it may not be the fuel line at all, but this looks like there's some sort of rubber seal for that nipple on there. So, oh man, I'm gonna have to look at a parts manual and see what actually goes there. Okay, I ordered the parts from Sears Parts Direct. I've got the rubber grommet and the little nipple that goes in the rubber grommet. I also ordered the pre-cut length of 1/4 inch fuel tube, but that hasn't shown up yet, and I really need to get the snowblower connected, so I may just trim off a piece of that fuel tube. So let's go ahead and disassemble it. I don't think it's that heavy. Yeah, not bad. Now I think I can slide under there. Okay, the mower deck is already out, so you can see what we're up against. I need to, I guess I'm going to be working around the hydrostatic drive. I don't know what the, yeah, I guess I can get my fingers in here. Yeah, see how that rubber bushing is just all soaking wet? I don't think it's just the fuel line leaking. So what I think is I might be able, well, is that cracked? No, it's just a dog hair or something. I might be able to cut it here and get it. Oh well, you know what? Let me just, let's just loosen that clamp, pull the hose off, change this, and if the hose still leaks, I don't know if it's on order, if Sears screwed up my order or what's going on, but maybe I can just get some from the hardware store. All right, let's see if I can get that off. Okay, that's not a very good angle, but that's the best I can do for the camera. Oh, I can see it's still leaking gas. It found some more gas. So I might undo this and get a face full of gas. Okay. Oh, I hate these clamps. And I have to work with them every day, and I still cannot stand them. Okay, there we go. Oh, right in the old eyeball. Oh yeah, we're still dripping. Let's see if that's getting on the camera. I don't know. I wonder how much is in there. Okay, you guys can't see what's going on, but I am definitely wearing safety squints. And the camera is right, I got a drain pan, and the camera is right below. So if fuel starts leaking on the camera, we'll see. So now, I gotta get this out without breaking the fuel tank. I don't know if I should just get this line off first. Boy, this reminds me of pulling a Chevy fuel tank pressure sensor. They are a pain. They're barbed in there, and they just are so hard to get that barb past all that rubber. Okay, without breaking the fuel tank too. Oh, I found some more gas. Oh, come on. Oh, something broke. No. I hope I didn't crack the fuel tank. I gotta find a better fire at home and have 2 hands in here. And that little guard is just, boy, could you put that more in the way? Ugh. Holy cow. That's frustrating there. Holy cow! Okay. So that popped off of there, and you can see it tore the edge of that grommet. And the grommet is pretty hard. I hope that's what was leaking. To try to chase out that broken piece of grommet, I've got it right here to the hole, and you cannot access this through the top. Okay, I got a hook. I think I'm gonna have to go with a straight one to get the rest of the way out. Yes, yes, come on. Come on. Oh, the luck. Oh, the luck. Yes. Okay, we got it. Yeah, so there's that piece that we fished out of the fuel tank, and that's how it just tore off to come out of there. So that's how it sits in there. You can see that barb is what spreads it and puts the pressure down. Right, now let's just push that new grommet in. So the grommet's going to go in first, and then the barb on the nipple is what's going to push that grommet out enough to seal the tank. I'm a little worried this is going to be tough, especially because it's like 30 something out here in the shop, and that grommet is a little chilly. I should probably have warmed it up first. Oh, jeez. I think the best tactic is just to rock it around until that barb finds its way through that rubber, you know, in a kind of clockwise situation there, just letting that barb bite a little more each time. You're not 2 hands in there again. Come on. Oh, there he goes. There we go. That's it. I did it. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, so let's just lop off that end bit where it's just kind of swollen, and yeah, it's crusty. Hopefully I get, ooh, oh, it's so crusty on the inside. Oh, this might not work out. Oh man, that's pretty bad. Let's see if we can get, oh, dang it, I really wish they would have sent me that fuel line. They said they were. Okay, I will try that, and it still leaks, whatever. I gotta put new fuel line in anyway. I'm not really out anything, but oh, that fuel line's crusty. Let's try it. Oh. Come on. gonna call that good enough for who it's for. Okay, I'll have you guys watch and let me know. Let me know if you see any gas leak. Let me know if you see any gas leaking. Alright, what do you think? You hold it? You're just pulling out. Ah, jeez. Ah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I definitely ruined that fuel line, so that's not going to work. Okay, quick trip to the hardware store. Let's get this put in. Okay, so my strategy is going to be to hook up the underside of the new fuel line first, and then I will do the top side stuff second, because this is more difficult and I don't want to be under here anymore. So let me see if I can get this clamp transferred over to the new piece of hose. Oh, shoot. You guys see where that went? Oh, let me go all the way on. Yes, okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. Put that in this clamp. All right, now we can go back up. Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to come out because this is so tight back here under the battery. So I've popped it out of this clamp here, and now the whole thing needs to slide through a couple of things here. Might have to reach under and do it that way. It's just so stiff that it doesn't want to. Been in that position for how many ever years. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that goes up. And it's going to come out this little hole here, the grommet cut for it. There we go. Just pull it all the way. Now I just need to hook it back in that clip right here. I think that clip is, these clips are very important in keeping this fuel line hose from getting tangled in the belts and levers of the mower deck and snowblower system. I want that fuel line just to stay put. Oof. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we can get the rest of the fuel line disconnected from the filter. And now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have got a new filter, but that's all right. Let's see, well, can't get that break free. Now we can gently try to pry him off of there. Oh, man. Oh. Ooh, there we go. And that's what our length of hose looks like that we pulled out of the lawnmower. It is about that big, so we'll cut it right there. So that is going to work out to be about 4 feet of 1/4 inch gas hose is what I ended up using here. So if you're wondering how much hose you'll need, that was a rough cut. Right, I think we're going to be back in business. I will be able to get the driveway cleared. Same problem pushing this cold rubber with these nipples. Come on. Come on. All right. That looks really good. I am really happy with that. All right, I went ahead and picked up an air filter. Why I was there too, because I know that this filter has been sucking up, ooh yeah, just a ton of dust and lawn debris. All right. In the wintertime, the filter really doesn't see much dirt or dust because everything's snowy. So that will be good for lawn season. All right, let's try this again. I don't think there's any chance we can leave any gas this time. Hey, that is a good repair. So there's a little bit of gasoline in there. I could hear it going down the fuel line. No leaks. And so now everything is brand new. Tank wasn't damaged. I think I fixed it for about maybe $30 in parts. There you go. Alright, well we got the snowblower running. I got the driveway cleared up mostly. The fuel system looks good. Thanks for hanging in there on this fuel system repair. I hope this will help you with your own repairs. So as always, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.